Let's bring in our man Jason Jones of the Athletic, who I believe is rocking a Mankind T-shirt. That's
Have a nice day.
yeah. It looks like that's what it is. What's up, Jay?
Not much. I was having some random speaker issues, but I'm good.
Yeah, you good? Mankind shirt, Raider Nation hat, 2 in a row for the Raiders.
Ain't no Dodger blue in this picture.
Well, Dave Roberts is coming back.
Well, I knew he was. I don't see no Halloween colors, and it's that time of year. You got the wrong team on.
What you talking about? It's our time of year. We out here doing work.
See, we come from an era where you bought the fitted to go with the shirt, so I'm not offended. I got all type of fitted hats in here. I got every team except the Giants and the Phillies and the Pirates, and I can't
What
have
the Pirates do to you? Wait a minute.
No, I'm from LA. I don't wear Phillies, Pirates, and Reds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got you.
Got you. I always tell the story. Look, I always tell the story. When I first moved to LA and I was staying in Carson, I had a Phillies hat. And the guy I was staying with the time, he was like, "Hey, bro," he's like, "Don't wear that hat no more. I'm telling you." So I was like, "Yo, why?" He's like, "Don't wear that hat no more."
I got some hats. I don't have a Houston Astros hat. It has nothing to do with 2017. I just have some hats I just can't own. In terms of the coordination, I have a bunch of teams. In terms of sports fandom, I don't have a Giants or a Niners anything.
That's a shame because the Pirates hat would look nice with the Mankind shirt.
Great.
The color.
I can probably wear it up in the Bay. I can wear it in the Bay.
Oh, you definitely
could.
I can wear it in the Bay. But I also have a black and gold Long Beach hat. But the whole black and gold Steelers color, like I said, we dive into a whole different world that has nothing to do with.
I saw a spreadsheet where essentially there's not a Major League Baseball hat that you can wear. Like they all represent something.
Yeah, your hat represents something. Yeah. It's really, like that old D.L. Hughley jokes that he just wear plaid and the golfers jumped him. Yeah, I don't know if it may not be as wild as it was when I was growing up, but I'm like, I probably need to go see a therapist about this. I'm probably just preconditioned to be like, hey, I can't wear that. I can't wear that. I can't wear that. And so it's have a nice day. Have mankind love. Yeah, and I knew David was coming back. I knew that. I mean,
your coach is coming back. So
yeah, I think of all the teams he's had get to the postseason, this was probably the worst in terms of pitching, and their offense covered up their terrible pitching. But even still, I'm my man Mookie. I love Mookie Betts. Mookie had as many hits as I did in the playoffs.
Congratulations.
Do they go get Shohei?
I think they do, but I want to see him get 2 starting pitchers before that. I mean, their problem has not really been the bats. I mean, except in the postseason. But even then, you as much as you're paying Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts, you shouldn't need Shohei for the offense. Right. I mean, Dave Roberts' top 2 hitters have given him nothing for 2 consecutive postseasons, basically. And I mean, and I've been critical of Dave at various points, but I can't blame him if his 2 best players just don't hit at all, So I'm tough. You get conditioned. I'm used to this pain. I didn't think they were the best team in baseball this year. I didn't think they were going to win it. But could you just get me a game? God.
Can I ask Jason one more baseball question?
Yeah, ask Jason as much as you want.
Do you think they need to change the format of having these teams off for so long? Because isn't like the top 7 best records out of the postseason now?
Yeah, I actually have a story I'm working. I talked to Alex Rodriguez about that last week, and he said it's not just the format. He said, look at the teams that are gone. The teams that won their division by a lot. Like he said, the Braves probably hadn't played a meaningful game since July. And he said some of those teams have been on cruise control for 3 months. And then you give them 5 days off, and that team that's hot walks in, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom, you're down, and you're down 2-0. And I also think that these should be 7-game series. I don't think you should play this. You play 152 games to get to a 5-game series in the DS. I don't like that, but That means the Dodgers would have probably lost in 4 instead of 3. But I don't know. I don't know what you do with the format in the sense that if you're going to have that wild card round, they're going to be days off. I mean, what do? I mean, you can't. Well, you make the wild card teams pay 2 doubleheaders 3 days in a row.
Well,
I don't know what you do.
Somebody said, and this seems a little drastic, but maybe it's the answer. I don't know. Somebody says the higher seed team gets all home games in the division series. Seems a little excessive, but
that seems a little extreme. That seems like a big excuse for a bunch of teams that won 100 games that didn't do jack. I mean,
but the only reason though that I kind of feel like there is something. It happens every year.
Yeah, I think you've got to look at something. I think that's a pretty long break. I don't know what, like I said, I don't know what you do, because if you're going to have the wild card round, they got to play. But like I said, I think part of it might be making that series a 7-game series.
Mhm.
Because I think if you're down 2-0, yeah, it's bad, but you can bounce back and make it 2-2. Once the Dodgers got down 2-0, we're like, it's over.
Mhm.
I think maybe you make it a 7-game series. Maybe you make the series beforehand. You don't want to make it longer, but I think I think to me, one easy fix would be to make the DS a 7-game series, just because it just seems crazy that the Orioles, the Braves, they won all these games and they got 3 more games.
Yeah, they're gone.
Well, oh well.
Now we're watching the Phillies.
The hat I won't. The cap I won't wear. Yeah. If it's the Astros Phillies, I'm going to be like, I'm not wearing that.
A great name drop there that you're working on a story after talking to Alex Rodriguez. You've had a couple of great stories over there on theathletic.com. One, this is nothing to do with nothing. This is a standalone question, but he was kind of a focal point of the article. Doing great things, by the way. It's been highlighted on KC's Corner in recent weeks. I need your stance on DJ Khaled.
That's my guy.
Stance as far as just in
Come
general?
on, man. You know what I'm talking about. On a scale from 1 to 10, how annoying is DJ Khaled?
Depends on what we're talking about. I don't find him annoying musically at all. I like him. I like the stuff. I like a lot of the stuff they do.
He's just a great producer and
the thing is,
curator.
What some folks find annoying, I find entertaining.
Okay.
So I like Khaled. I mean, the whole the positivity. I don't lose weight because I don't lose. I mean, that stuff is funny to me.
Wow.
That's funny.
I was like, wow, really? I like Khaled.
Lose a little weight, bro. Like you're going a little too far with this. You don't look well, my guy.
What's really hilarious is when his wife is irritated with him. He tries to film. She's like, "Get that stupid phone out of my face."
I guess that stuff is hilarious. Yeah. How do you not like that? Like,
I guess that's low key funny.
I like it. He gave us one of the greatest memes ever when he was encouraging Rick Ross to work out. And it was like, you need a friend like Khaled when you're in the gym. It's like he's over here like, yeah, go. And the other friends are like laughing at Rick, like, what you doing, man?
I like Khaled because he's consistently and routinely positive.
Yeah.
He doesn't talk about nobody. He talks about how great he is, but I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, if you ain't gonna do it,
no one has beef with DJ Khaled. I mean, I haven't heard a mixtape where someone dropped it and dissed DJ Khaled.
And if they did, he probably said, "I pray for you."
Bless up, my brother.
Like I God said, did.
It was one of the most positive conversations I've ever had in an interview. I'm like, I'm gonna go play. I'm like, wow, I want to play golf now. Thanks, Khaled.
And that was the gist behind it, was DJ Khaled talking about golf, and like the Ryder Cup was involved in this, and he's trying to do the work.
He's doing what he can.
Highest selling Nike in history or something.
God
did.
I remember they had that clip of him on the golf cart when he like backed over the curb or something like that.
Didn't he say like he meant to do it? Khaled's a wild one.
My favorite one is still "I Got the Keys," that song.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it reminded me of that movie The Apostle, where who was it? My man from Colors. the old cop. I'm blanking on his name.
I'm drawing a blank on. I seen Colors 1.5 times.
I think Mario Lopez was in Colors, but that's not who you're talking about.
It was Sean Penn's partner. He's playing a preacher. He's like, I got the keys to the kingdom. He walks around with these big thing of keys, and he's shaking them. And every time I heard that song, it made me think about that movie. So yeah, Khaled has given me plenty of great moments. He gives you great workout gym music.
Oh, it's Robert Duvall.
Yeah, Robert Duvall. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you know the whole scene about walking down. Do we go get one of those cows? I'm sorry, I'm taking us down another unfortunate.
Josh Norman was name dropped in that song by Jay-Z.
Wow.
As a lockdown corner.
Yeah.
That's from the past. Man, lockdown corners come and go quick though. God, they'll have like they have a 3 window, and then before you know it, they're on team number 6. You're like, whoa, he was the man like 2 years ago. Now it's like, oh, you can get him.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me, we got to talk about Malcolm Brogdon. I threw some notes like Malcolm Brogdon. Like we talk about how smart Malcolm Brogdon is. Malcolm Brogdon's like on his 5th team. Some's not checking out for me.
Hey, hey. Like, what's a good like comp for Malcolm Brogdon like in football? Like, I mean, he's like a good solid
Jadeveon Clowney.
Wow.
Jadeveon was supposed to change the game. He's been on what, 8 teams?
Well, no one said Malcolm Brogdon was going to change the game.
Like I said, I think Malcolm is steady. No one ever thinks Malcolm Brogdon is going to win you a championship, but if he's playing for you, it's not the worst thing.
I don't think Malcolm's liked.
You don't think so?
Why the hell is he on so many teams?
Because you can always get someone better.
Yeah.
Everywhere he's been, like he was in Milwaukee, they got Drew Holiday. He ends up in Indiana, they get Tyrese. He ends up in Boston, they get Drew.
I don't think he's going to be on Portland at the end of the year.
No.
There's some good ones.
He'll be a Clipper.
Amari Cooper is Malcolm Brogdon. Brandon Cooks is Malcolm Brogdon. This is a good one. Latavius Murray.
Amari Cooper is a good one.
Latavius Murray. Jimmy Graham. Some good ones.
Jimmy Graham's still playing football. That shocked me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He back with the Saints.
That's crazy.
I was like Jimmy Graham touchdown. I'm like, what?
Jimmy Graham got a son? Jimmy Graham the second?
Jimmy Graham Jr.? No, that's the real Jimmy Graham.
What is that?
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. Hey, while we're on football, man, your Raiders won 2 in a row and 3 in a row at the very least it's at the doorstep right now. 4-3 potentially on the horizon for Raider Nation.
20 points finally, thanks to Max Crosby.
Did it.
But this is the type of game where the Raiders mess around and let this backup dude come in and like throw for 5 TDs. There's really no logical reason the Raiders should lose this game.
Mm-hmm.
Except they go Raider, and then you're like, okay, I don't even know who the Bears backup is, but yeah, what do the Bears do good right now when they're not playing Washington?
Yeah, nothing at all. Who would you? We talked to our guy Scott Branson about this earlier. I'll ask you, who would you start in this game? Alex O'Connell, the rookie, see what you got at quarterback with him, or would you go with the vet and Hoyer? That's assuming Jimmy can't go, which I don't think he'll be.
I probably would go with the young guy again. I don't think but you know what's on the road? Well, the last one was on the road too.
Yeah, and it didn't go well.
Well, when you ask your rookie tight end to block Khalil Mack with the game on the line, things probably aren't going to go well. Khalil didn't have a sack last night either, did he?
What's that?
Khalil didn't have a sack last night, right?
I don't think Khalil Mack has had a sack since.
Yeah, I don't think he has.
I think Khalil Mack still is that sack. Yeah, I think he's still
sacks all in one game. Yeah, I would kind of lean toward the young guy, just because if the young guy messes up, the Bears are so bad, you could probably throw Hoyer in there and still win. But I think you need to, let him build on what he did against the Chargers, and it's got to think big picture. If you're going, you get through this season, you need to know what you got with him. So when you go into the draft, we don't know where they're going to pick, but you got to at least have an idea what you got with him. I don't think this game is gonna cost the Raiders the AFC West. So I mean, I'd probably rock out with the young guy again, and see what you got. It's set up well for him. The Bear, no Justin Fields. Aren't the Bears out the running back? I mean, there's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot. There's a lot of reasons I think I should go with the young guy. The Raiders' defense has actually not been an embarrassment most of the year. So I mean, I think, and there's this clip on Twitter I saw, wherever it's called X, whatever, where they had a play where the Bears' offensive line, the center snaps the ball, passes off, doesn't block the man to his left, and then blocks his own teammate.
Oh,
So
come on.
if their line is that confused, this is the game to start a rookie. This is the game to start a rookie.
Khalil Mack did get Dak last night, bringing his sack total to 7.
He'll have
seven.
then he'll have maybe 1 or 2 more, and then he'll get another 6 against the Raiders. We're in the Pro Bowl.
He's gonna get 2 Defensive Player of the Year votes because of his games versus the Raiders.
It'd be both Raider beat writers going like, God, he's amazing.
I have 13 sacks on the season, 12 against the Raiders.
That
He
would
had-
be a record.
He had 17 last year, and now I have to look up his game log because I need to know how many of them were against the Raiders.
Has he routinely killed the Raiders since the trade? Like, is he?
Well, he was with the Bears before, so
Yeah.
And I think the first time they played him after the trade, I think Khalil was hurt.
Mm.
Yeah, so
I don't know if anybody won in that one. I mean, obviously Khalil is still playing and he's doing good, but he's not Khalil Mack like he was.
I would have
with the
kept
Raiders.
Khalil Mack. I don't care. I would have kept
as somebody in the league told me, he's a generational talent. You don't get those guys every day. You keep him.
Mhm.
You keep him. You figure something out.
And that felt like the beginning of the end for that era Raider. Well, maybe you could say Derek Carr. Derek Carr breaking his leg seemed like for that era of Raiders football.
And then you get John Gruden. Like, let me get all these guys with personality out of here. Let me get all these leaders out of here.
I remember it was all back when Donald Penn was about to fight that fan outside of Oakland College.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
Yeah,
that was tough.
And why you would step to Donald Penn is beyond me.
That was so tough.
Yeah, I would not.
It's all in the past. Raiders about to be 4-3.
See, because you said that they're going to lose.
Well, I think they are going to be 4-3, but they do have to get a win.
I know that they say any given Sunday, you never know.
Yeah, not this Sunday. The Bears are awful.
They're not very good.
Yeah, the Raiders should be able to win that one on defense alone. It should be that type. I want to give a shout out. Can we get some air horns for my guy Jason Jones, the professor? In the New York Times, man, that was dope to see, man. The article was on the guy who made NBA Jam.
Yeah, it was on the anniversary of NBA Jam. Yeah, so yeah.
And on the Instagram post, you kind of told a story about how a full circle moment, about how you almost signed with the New York Times, you decided not to, and here we are 20 some odd years later here in the New York Times.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty dope.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Like I said, full circle moment. My homegirl was so mad at me for turning down. Oh, my kids just got home. Oh, come in. Yeah. yeah. There's the tall one.
Yeah, watch out, Jay. He about to take you out.
He about to get jumped.
Yeah. They walked in like, what you doing? I moved my whole setup around, and they got home. They're getting home later than normal. So they're like, what are you doing? But yeah.
Looking at you annoyed, like.
Yeah, he's like, whatever. Where's the food? My fridge is about to take a big hit right now. So
yeah, wow.
Yeah, but yeah, it was cool because the whole New York Times athletic thing. We didn't know exactly how that was going to work, but the type of stories I write are the kind that the Times are probably going to want to use. So we'll see. I think it's going to be cool.
Unrelated, just for fun. Opening weekend last year. Khalil Mack had 3 sacks against the Raiders.
Man, damn, this dude.
Yeah, he's like, you're not gonna forget me. He's like,
that's amazing.
And it's like, he was like, you're not gonna forget me. So he probably got about 10, 12 sacks in his career just against the Raiders.
It looks like we got some news on Jason's buddy. This, according to Yahoo, Buddy Hield will begin the year with Indiana. As trade rumors after the two weren't able to come to a contract extension. Or
Buddy is perpetually about to be traded.
Well, I thought this might finally be the Buddy Hield to Lakers destiny, but maybe the Lakers and Jay, I'll tell you, I'll confess, I think the Lakers are really good, man.
I do too, and I
got great concern about how good that team is.
Yeah, now they're not going to. They don't have a need or room for Buddy. Buddy's becoming like the what's my man's name? Like he's like the Jeff Green of this era, where everyone's like, this trade for that guy, he might help you. And then you get him, you go, he can help it. I don't know why everyone was going crazy. Like all this, because even a couple of years ago, when people were like, if they just would have got Buddy Hield, I'm like, I like Buddy, but stop acting like Buddy to the Lakers would have made them a championship team 2 years ago. Like, chill.
Yeah, Laker fans, listen to the guy who covered him. Like, trust him, please.
I was just envisioning the evil glares LeBron was going to give him when Buddy decided, you know what, this play, like, I'm a Laker. My favorite player is Kobe. Watch me. And I was just envisioning LeBron looking like, get him off the court right now before I fight.
LeBron evil glare goes viral. Next day, Buddy comes off the bench.
I knew Buddy was wild when I saw Harrison Barnes get. I'm like, Harrison was like, I was like, oh my God, I've never seen Harrison mad.
All-time clip.
That clip right there.
With LeBron, LeBron would have just done, he would have done what he did, after a loss or something like that. Like, I'm not going to panic here. We got a good team when you talk about AD, when you talk about Austin Reeves, when you talk about D'Angelo,
You didn't name the trainer. Trainer.
What a good team, baby. Everybody.
Cam.
Yeah. Even our guys down the G League are good. Our G League guys, our two-way guys look really good.
I like Max Christie here. We got a good squad.
Bron giving him the Andrew Wiggins in Cleveland treatment, man. Come on.
And Buddy's like, Buddy doesn't even, he's oblivious. He's like, yeah, what's happening, Bron? I'm like, Bron just took a dump on you, dude.
No, Buddy's still talking about Sacramento. Sacramento can. He's yelling in the back of Bron's press conference about Sacramento.
He's still got beef, and they're like, we've moved on. It's okay.
The one thing I'm not a fan of the Lakers at all. So
that's not true, but go on.
Not a fan at all. But I was a little perplexed by Darvin Ham saying he wants Anthony Davis to shoot at least 6 threes a night. Anthony Davis can shoot the ball. We're not talking about Lauri Markkanen here. I don't know if you need him shooting 6 threes a night. Probably cut that in half. But
I've heard that before from various coaches about big men. Remember George Karl wanted DeMarcus shooting a bunch of, a second quarter three, I'm not going to go crazy. Kick out, what we don't want is, you don't want to see Anthony Davis pulling up and stopping at the 3-point line. Like, I haven't got my 6 threes up. He's just camped out. He's camped out on the wing and won't go near the paint because he's only got.
Now he's dribbling. He's trying to create his own three.
Pulling up a la Jason Williams, 1999.
He gets the ball, tells LeBron to move out the way. He's got this. Dribble, shoot from 30. He's like, yeah, we don't need that. But hey, that's the name of the game now. Everybody wants to shoot. So hey, I need JaVale McGee shooting threes.
Oh
well.
That's what I need. I need JaVale to get his threes up. I'm there for that. I'm there for
Momas hit 2 the other night.
I'm saying, if he hit a couple, if you get JaVale shooting 2.
Alex Lynn hit 1.
If your center can't shoot threes, why is he in the league? That's going to be the new thing. Like, why is he around? Like, that's why one of my favorite offseason quotes was about Anthony Edwards. He's like, if Rudy Gobert shoots the 3 in a game, I'm walking off the court like right then. I need Rudy Gobert to get up 5 threes a night. Why not?
Oh, answer fool.
That would make my day just because I enjoy chaos. I mean, imagine him looking off Cat in Edwards to get up a 3.
If I was the Timberwolves coach, first play of the season, I'm
having
Rudy.
You got to and see if Ant walks off the court. You got to.
That's the pop Shaq play. That's one of the great moments in NBA history. when what was I think Shaq was on the Suns?
Yeah.
when Pop did Hack-a-Shack after the opening tip of the season.
Yeah.
Looks to Shaq and gives him the thumbs up. That's one of the great moments in NBA history.
You got to do that. I mean, we got to come up with like 10 things that shouldn't happen, but we need Ben Simmons to shoot like 5 threes and not like things that you don't.
Hey, Ben's playing well.
Ben is playing.
I love the preseason Ben's had.
But if he's shooting 5 threes, that's what we need.
Well, no, we don't need that.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, we need things that just make no sense. Like we need, I don't know. Well, Pat Bev and Dylan Brooks are already getting ejected, so I mean they're already in mid-season form.
Pat Bev got ejected?
I think so. He did, or he was talking trash to Ben Simmons or something. Maybe he didn't get ejected. Someone sent it to me. They were like, "Man, he's already going in." I'm like, "Yeah."
What team is Patrick Beverly on?
Philly.
He's on Philly.
Oh man,
that's gonna be not good.
Dylan Brooks is already hunting below the belt. I'm like, my man didn't learn nothing from the playoffs. Like, you can't do that, Dylan. You can't. My man learned nothing. He's like, let me get this in right now.
A little preseason shot in.
I'm working on my game. It's preseason. I'm working on my game.
He's like, let me get warmed up real quick. Oh
goodness.
I was like, come on, man. It's the preseason. You already.
Jay, appreciate you, bro. Head over to theathletic.com. Check out all of Jay's great work under the culture tab. We didn't even talk about MLBbro.com today, but that's another good piece.
We'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
No doubt. It's in the notes. We appreciate you, Jay.
All right,
thanks, brother.